Okay, so in a world that feels like it's constantly throwing curveballs, how do the small and medium-sized businesses, the ones that really power our economies, stay afloat? Well, the answer, it turns out, might just be found in AI. We're going to dive into how artificial intelligence is becoming this absolutely crucial tool for survival, and even for growth.
So what do a bakery supplier in Ghana and a prepared foods factory in the UK have in common? I know, it sounds like the beginning of a really weird joke, right? But the answer actually reveals a kind of secret weapon for surviving in this increasingly fragile world. So let's unpack that.
All right, first things first, let's set the stage here. Small and medium-sized businesses, or SMEs as we call them, they are truly the unsung heroes of the global economy. I mean, these guys are massive drivers of growth, of jobs, of innovation, but, and this is a big but, underneath that heroic exterior lies a really critical vulnerability. And this domino analogy, it is perfect. For a small business, the supply chain is just so fragile. Think about it. One single disruption, a conflict halfway across the world, a natural disaster, or heck, even just a key supplier having a bad week can create this ripple effect that just topples the entire operation. And all the crazy stuff that's happened in the world lately has made this painfully clear.
Now, this slide really gets to the heart of the problem. We call it the resilience gap. You've got the huge corporations over here with deep pockets, tons of different suppliers, and all these financial safety nets to catch them when they fall. But then you have the small and medium businesses. They're working with limited cash and often rely on just a handful of partners. They just don't have that same cushion, which makes them way more vulnerable to getting knocked out. So, with that problem laid out so clearly, where's the hope? Well, this is where AI comes into the picture. Now look, AI isn't some magic wand you can just wave and fix everything. But what it is becoming is this incredibly powerful new tool that can help our heroes see what's coming, react way faster, and build a much stronger defense against all that chaos. To really get how AI can help, we gotta first define the goal, right? And that goal is supply chain resilience. This isn't just about surviving a crisis. No, it's about being able to anticipate problems, to respond effectively when they do hit, and then to recover fast. In short, it's all about being proactive, not just constantly reactive.
And this is where AI's superpowers really come into play. It can be like an early warning system, using predictive analytics to flag a potential shipping delay weeks before it happens. It can automate all those routine decisions like reordering supplies when stock gets low. And it can solve these insanely complex problems like figuring out the best new routes for an entire fleet of delivery trucks in real time during a flood. That frees up the human managers to focus on the big strategic stuff.
But, that's all theory. What actually happens when the rubber meets the road? Well, some researchers decided to find out. They followed real small and medium-sized businesses on their journey to adopt AI, moving us from this abstract potential to the concrete reality. Let's see what they found.
The study was really grounded and specific. The researchers did these super in-depth interviews with senior managers at 7 different SMEs. We're talking about the people on the front lines making these calls every single day. And by choosing companies in both the UK and Ghana, they got this fantastic look at how AI adoption works in both developed and developing economies. And here they are, meet the heroes. And look at this, it wasn't just one type of business. We've got logistics, retail, food manufacturing, you name it. This diversity is so key because it shows that the lessons they learned aren't just for one little niche. They apply across a whole range of industries facing all sorts of different challenges. Of course, no hero's journey is complete without a few dragons to slay, right? And for SMEs trying to bring in AI, the obstacles were huge. These challenges aren't just random either. They really expose this fundamental mismatch between how most AI is built, for giant data-rich companies, and how a small business actually works day to day. First up, the cost dragon. This is the big, obvious one. AI is expensive. One manager literally said for a company our size, it was a big investment. And it's not just the sticker price. You've got these invisible costs for things like getting your systems to talk to each other and cleaning up all your data. That stuff can spiral out of control fast. Trying to justify that kind of spending when the return on investment isn't a sure thing, that is a massive hurdle. Next, you've got to face the skills gap dragon. I mean, let's be real. Most small businesses just don't have data scientists hanging out on staff. This forces them to rely on outside vendors, which just adds to the cost and can lead to these cookie-cutter solutions that don't really fit. And beyond the tech skills, a lot of managers just lack what the research calls AI literacy, basically the ability to even know what to ask for or how to evaluate the tools out there. Now, this dragon, this one might just be the fiercest of them all, the data dragon.
AI is so hungry for data, but a lot of small businesses have messy, poor quality data spread out across a bunch of different systems. The challenge is immense. In fact, get this, one study found that a staggering 60 to 80% of the time on an AI project is spent just on getting the data ready. That is a massive hidden cost.
And finally, there's the fear dragon. You can have the best, most amazing technology in the world, but if your people don't trust it or use it, it's completely worthless. Employees were often skeptical. Drivers worried that GPS tracking was really about surveillance, not just making routes better. And you had experienced staff who, as one manager put it, had been doing things a certain way for years and were pretty resistant to changing their ways.
So, with all these dragons guarding the treasure, how did any of our heroes actually succeed? Well, the research uncovered a pattern, a kind of three-part secret weapon that every single successful company used to win the day. And it wasn't just about the technology itself, but about a very specific strategy for how they used it. And here it is. This is the playbook. First, they didn't try to boil the ocean. They started small with a focused pilot project. Second, and this is huge, it was never about replacing people. It was always about creating a human AI team. And third, they didn't chase the latest shiny object. They focused all their energy on solving a real specific problem that was actually costing them money.
This quote from one of the managers just nails the strategy perfectly. Store managers get recommendations from the system but can still apply their own judgment. See? This isn't about letting a robot take the wheel. It's about giving your most experienced people a superpowered tool. The AI provides the data-driven suggestions, but the human expert makes the final call. It really is the best of both worlds. So, after fighting the dragons and using their secret weapon, what was the reward? What did they get? Well, let's look at the after picture, where these hero SMEs came out the other side stronger, smarter, and way more resilient than they were before.
The results were real and they were impressive. For the food manufacturer in the UK, using AI to get better at forecasting demand led to a 20% reduction in food waste. I mean, that's a direct win for their bottom line, and it's a fantastic outcome for sustainability too.
Okay, this one is just incredible. When a fire took out a main bakery supplier, the Ghanaian retailer used their AI system to instantly find alternatives and reroute all their deliveries. They were back up and running in just 48 hours. The manager said that kind of rapid recovery would have been completely impossible before. That is what resilience looks like in action.
And for that UK manufacturer, better forecasting meant they cut their emergency, last-minute raw material purchases in half. That is a huge cost saving for sure. But just think about the reduction in stress and chaos for the operations team. It let them shift from constantly putting out fires to actually being able to plan ahead.
So what this all shows is that with the right strategy, with the right playbook, small and medium-sized businesses can absolutely use AI to not just survive, but to really thrive. The question isn't if they can do it anymore. The real question is, how fast can they learn to?